What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to talk about 3 iOS Academy related announcements that I'm pretty excited to share out. Before we jump into things, drop a like down below for that YouTube algorithm, and let's talk about the 3 announcements relating to iOS Academy Plus, the resource center that recently launched, as well as iOS Academy hiring. So let's jump into things. First and foremost, iOS Academy Plus. For those of you who aren't aware, it is a subscription bundle that offers access to the iOS Academy premium content, i.e. courses, and at the moment it was available at an annual subscription plan, which was basically broken down to a $12 a month amount. Now, it's not lost on me that that price point was not the most accessible for everybody. It was done intentionally that way to get some feedback for folks that are most interested. And I want to make sure that everyone has a chance to at least dip their toes into the subscription and get access, see if it's for them, provide any feedback, etc. That being said, as of today, there are 2 new plans that are available, a monthly plan for $24.99 a month and a quarterly plan, so every 3 months at $59.99 a month. So there will be a link in the description down below to go and check out iOS Academy Plus at those 2 new pricing plans. That being said, let's go to number 2, the iOS Academy Resource Center. So for those of you that, connect with me on LinkedIn or follow the iOS Academy page on LinkedIn might have seen this roll out about a week ago, but the Resource Center is a place where you can connect your GitHub and get access to iOS Academy source code from here on YouTube. So let me share a little bit of context. Patreon is basically what I set up for folks that wanted to support the channel, and one of the perks were that you can get access to the source code that's been written. I've been writing it, I didn't want to delete it, so I figured, well, this might be a good reference for somebody out there who's learning. I remember surely when I was learning, seeing someone's code and cobbling through it is pretty helpful. So I put together a repo, and it continues to grow with every new video basically that goes up. Now, what ended up happening is that Patreon started growing way faster than I anticipated, or perhaps I should have anticipated, and it turned into a ridiculous Excel sheet where I had Patreon email addresses and GitHub usernames, and basically it was just like a whack-a-mole game of me trying to figure out who's still subscribed as a patron and give access to people. And I started doing it on a weekly basis, and I started to feel like it was a little unfair and absurd for the people that were supporting on Patreon. In other words, if someone, signed up on a Monday and I looked at it the following Monday, well, they just, paid for they paid for the month, but there's a week where someone just wasted their time. So, it was very apparent that it needed to be automated, or someone needed to have a full-time job to basically handle it. And I'm very, very excited and proud that now I finally had the chance, after weeks of procrastination, to build out a simple interface. You can go link your GitHub, link your Patreon. You automatically get a GitHub invite to the organization repo. If you cancel your Patreon membership, your support, you'll be removed. Likewise, I've also got a small iOS app that I've built out for myself where I can, get notifications to see what's going on. Perhaps I'll make a video about that in the coming weeks. It's where I manage a lot of the iOS Academy related stuff because it's, scaled beyond what I had imagined very quickly. But that is a resource center. It'll be a link down below. Definitely check it out. I'm very proud of it. Definitely share feedback. If you have any issues, shoot me a DM anywhere on the socials, email me, carrier pigeon. You guys know how to get my attention. So let me know if there's any issues whatsoever. The point of the resource center is to make things seamless and not be a headache for anyone, especially folks that are, paying hard-earned money. That brings us to announcement number 3. And that is something that I'm extremely excited about to share more broadly, and that is that iOS Academy is hiring. So for those of you who aren't aware, you might have kind of gotten bits and pieces of this, that the iOS Academy business has scaled quite a bit. So we've got the education side of the business, so tutorials, premium content, courses. We've got several partners at this point between, CodeMagic, RevenueCAD, Agora, Stream, and, there's a pretty long list there. And then there is the services side of the business. So that is actually working with small, medium, and large-scale enterprise businesses to do a variety of work, things across software development, product design, business advisory, business intelligence, analytics, UX, UI. So a quite broad host of things. And the team has gotten to the point where people are spread way thinner than what I think is A, reasonable, but B, frankly, just like tolerable. And I don't think it's fair for folks to be spread that thin. So, I have put up a careers page on the iOS Academy website. There are some open roles there. Head on over and apply if you feel you meet the requirements. You're interested to work with a small group of folks on some exciting projects that are a broad range of, work. One thing that I did want to share here on YouTube is I'm a very results-oriented person. So if you don't have that formal computer science degree background, if you haven't even got to college, frankly, I don't care. If you're confident, if you're confident in your craft, if you're a quick learner, if you're proactive, if you've got that hustle mindset, and that doesn't mean working like 24 hours a day, but if you're just a proactive, go-getter, I'm all about it. I don't have a computer science degree throughout university. I don't have that formal background myself. I was going down the school route of medicine, so I am right there with you. So if you see something you're interested in, my point is don't hesitate to apply. I'll be putting in more roles in the coming weeks. I've got lots of applications already to review, and those are the 3 big announcements that I had. Now, the last thing I'll leave you with is the fact that if you're interested in anything iOS Academy is doing, potential future roles, partnerships, collaborations, sponsorships, anything about the social media side of this business, the courses side of this business, do connect on, social platforms. So whether that's connecting with me personally on LinkedIn, following the company on LinkedIn as well, Instagram, Twitter, we've got a Facebook page set up. Whatever you feel is your jam to connect, definitely connect, stay in the loop. Obviously hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already. That keeps the channel going and growing over here. And yeah, that's all I've got for you guys today. So appreciate y'all listening to me ramble about these announcements. More tutorials and educational content coming soon, even though I've said that way too many times and I'm still procrastinating. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.